Jay Hud, welcome to the number one podcast in Riverside. It only took me someone being here for you to be here. Appreciate that. All these years, Adrian. It finally, he was like the blue or the white whale. He's our white whale. He was our white whale.
The Moby Dick. I like that, man.
Welcome.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. Do you realize you won the lotto with your name, Jay Hud? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a cool thing. Like, it's just so easy on videos. I was thinking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, somehow you came out, I was like, Jay Hud. I was like, God, I might change my name. Now I know why celebrities change their name. I'm thinking about changing my name, Adrian.
Shout out to Mama. But, I mean, the ironic thing is my first name is Adrian.
Yeah.
And I hear you saying Adrian.
Well, what was the year you transitioned, right? Because, like, I knew you as Adrian.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, people were like, yeah, Justin. I was like, isn't his name Adrian? And it was like this transition to, like, what year was that? Do you remember the year that you're like,
but so
new name, new me?
The crazy thing is at home, all my cousins, my parents, my siblings, they call me Justin. Mm-hmm. But at school, everyone calls me Adrian. So it's like this weird thing. So
you just finally transitioned over?
I was just like, all right, I can be both. Like, 2-in-1 is
Does
better.
anyone call you Adrian anymore?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
A lot of people still call me
Adrian. I haven't heard someone call you. I actually could not remember your, like, I was debating that and I was like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm like, what is his name?
Yeah, but it's weird because there's times where, like, people will say Adrian and I forget, like, oh, wait, that is my name. Because I'm so used now to everyone just saying Justin. Mm-hmm. And so then they're like, Adrian. And I'm like, but the awkward time is like when I know you from high school and then I'm like meeting like their spouse or something like that. And I'm like, hey, I'm just Adrian.
You're like, what name do they know me as?
Yeah. So it's just like, yeah. But yeah.
Dude, I think you won the lotto with that name, dude.
I mean, I appreciate that.
That's a big.
If I can get that actual handle on Instagram, I'll be good. But
who has it?
Jay Hud, Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, really?
My cousin.
Oh, your cousin?
I call her my cousin.
Yeah. I doubt you could pay for that. You know?
Yeah.
Be like, how much is that going to cost you?
I can't. Yeah.
This show is sponsored by Resilient Real Estate Group, powered by EXP. So, you're thinking about buying and selling soon? Yes, we know you probably know a realtor, your mom's best friend's cousin's neighbor who puts her face on the local shopping cart. But you know what? Our friends at Resilient Real Estate Group have helped hundreds of thousands of people sell houses over the years, and they definitely know what they're doing based on their 5-star review on Google and Zillow. So, it doesn't matter if you're looking to buy a $1 million house or a fixer-upper, make sure the next time you're thinking about buying and selling real estate, you give our friends a call over at Resilient Real Estate Group. And now we're back to the show. Well, obviously, I know who you are.
Yep.
We go way back.
Baseball days.
Baseball days, playing in the trailer park off of Van Buren.
Your mom was our coach.
Yeah, mom was coach. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Mama Donna.
Yeah, exactly. So, now you're running clothing brand. Is it more than a clothing brand now? Do you call it more than that now? Because I feel like it's more.
It's a lifestyle
brand.
Lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
So we're not limited to clothing. We do a lot, especially in the community.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing giveaways and sponsorships, just fun stuff.
Yeah. Is it hard now because like you're like the OG? Now everyone has a clothing brand because everyone just makes T-shirts online and then tries to sell them on Instagram.
I mean, look, we support everyone. Do your own thing. We have a method that works for us, and we lean in heavy on the secret sauce. And I mean, hey, if you want to create a brand, do your thing.
Yeah. What year was the One Love started?
Late 2012. On paper, December 2012.
Oh, like
when I filed the LLC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then like traction was 2013.
Did you who made it up? You?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
No help, no by anyone?
One of my buddies, he helped me create the logo. Like I drew it out on a piece of paper and then like he was able to like bring it to life.
So do you have the original still?
Yeah, I still have the original.
Yeah,
I still have the original.
That's sick.
Yeah. Like I was at work and I drew it on a piece of paper and then I had to like scan it in.
Yeah.
On the computer, and then like
kids don't know. That was like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
like,
that was a wild time.
It was a little different.
That was a wild time.
Yeah. What was the first piece you made?
A hat.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know when we played baseball, like we loved our hats.
Yeah.
New Era was the brand, and so that was like always a goal of mine to like one day have my own fitted hat.
New Era.
And like we have like. I have to say this, there's a difference. So we actually have a contract with New Era. Like we work hand in hand with New Era when it comes to making our hats.
So they make them for you?
They make them for us.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. We've had that conversation. I don't think people process is when you're making a hat and you have to order. to New Era and the minimum orders?
Oh, back in the day, it was crazy. Back in the day, it was 144 units per
style.
Crazy. But we did it. But that was crazy.
People better like it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Or you're stuck. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
Or those are hitting the discount rack, 50% off.
Man, that was a wild time. But now our relationship is different. And
you have a better
so
one?
we don't have to do 144 units. And they've kind of changed the way they do things now, too. So
well, I bet it's one of those things where it's like, if you can't make 140 in the beginning, what's the point of even talking to you?
But now, like New Era, they have a reputable name. They're very selective on who they work with. And it was so cool that they are working with us, because here we are in the Inland Empire. No one really knows what the Inland Empire was. But now that we have this relationship with them, we're able to create something on a high level. And so it helps with our branding, everything involved. Like, people take us serious now.
Probably quality control too.
Dude. Everything. Yeah.
That's the worst, is when you're trying to order stuff like a batch of 10 and like out of the 10, 5 are off centered. You're like,
it's like, what is going on?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, when I first started, I was going downtown LA, getting hats made. I mean, I was just going anywhere, everywhere, just to like do this, but now we're at a point now where we have great partners and we can do some cool things. So it's been a journey.
How long did it take before you felt like it was actually like moving?
That's a great question. I'm gonna probably say by year 3, that's when we opened up our first like office warehouse.
The one in Ontario?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think that was the moment for me, because where our office used to be at, we were off in the cut, and like you would drive right by us, and then people would come on a regular basis, and then I would kind of count it like, okay, 5 people came today, 16 came this day, 20. Then on the weekend it was just jam packed, and I'm like, dang, like this is really working, And then when you're out and about, then you're starting to see the hat or the apparel, or people are able to make the connection, and it's like, oh wow, this is like, I got to be serious now. You know, like this isn't just a hobby anymore.
Was there a moment you almost quit?
Man, every day I'm almost about to quit. Every day. No, I think I could never quit, because honestly, like, I love what I do. So it's just like, as a kid, growing up in high school, LRG was big, Volcom, Ruka, Stussy, all the big brands, like, we were fans of, right? And so now I feel like I'm in a position now where I've created something where I see the same energy from other kids growing up. We're like, oh man, I remember I saved up, I got my first hat from you and stuff like that. So that it's dope to see how it's happening for someone else, and I'm kind of like behind that. So I honestly like, and we're just having fun. Like, I can't quit. Like, it's fun. Every day I get to wake up and just make cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we have a cool collaboration coming out with bakers. Like,
oh really?
Yeah. Like come on. You know what I mean?
Is it you reaching out, or are we at a point now where people are starting to reach out to you?
It's both. It's mutual.
Like bigger brands. Obviously, we've had talks off camera where it's just like random people come in.
Yep. You see it. Yeah. You see it.
Every time it's like, random person's like, hey bro, we should collab. I don't even know who you are. Like, what are we gonna collab about?
Yeah.
It's like when people ask to be on the podcast, I'm like, what are we gonna talk about?
Right.
And they're like, I don't know, I just want to be on a podcast. I'm like, all right, that's not gonna work, but okay.
Yeah, no, it's mutual. I mean, like, my guys and I, we sit back and say, hey, I remember growing up, we like this brand, let's reach out, let's see if there's any traction. Or hey, someone called, or someone knew so and so, let's see if we can sit down and meet. So it really depends.
Yeah.
Do
you feel like for you, all the side stuff has, the schools and giving back and getting awards and all these things you've been involved in over the years has really grown the brand more than someone's like, oh, this is a dope shirt?
Yeah, I think that helps, because people are able to see they're bigger than just apparel. Like, they actually care. They're vested in the community. That's what it's all about. And so we use the brand as a tool to bring traction to not only the community, but, any type of initiative that we're trying to push.
Yeah. It's just tough. That's why I think people struggle when they start brands. It's like, you have to do so much more than just create it's like creating a dope logo and some cool shirts and hats. Like, it's just so more than that.
Oh yeah. And it's about telling a story. I think people get into it for different reasons. Like, oh, I just want to make money. But then there was a time where no one was making money, right? So when you look at recessions or when you look at the pandemic, like that was a scary time. But you have to tell a good story, and it has to be authentic, and you have to be able to relate.
Yeah. Did you make any changes after COVID?
Yeah, we made a few changes. Yeah. Damn, that's a great question.
You know why I'm asking all these great questions?
Damn, what changes did
because we were hanging out last week.
Okay.
And you were like, I was going to do something, and I just was like, those are all the same freaking questions everyone always asks me.
Right.
So I will say I prepared more for this podcast than the mayor. I swear to God.
But no.
Because I'm like, he's going to walk out of this place and be like,
no,
damn, those were some great questions. No one's ever asked me that question.
Yeah, I think like doing podcasts are cool, but I feel like we have to give more, like ask something different. Like let's tell other pieces of the story.
I think the hard thing is people go into podcasts like I'm interviewing someone and not like asking interesting questions that you actually care about. Yeah. And maybe that's why this kind of works, because like I already know you. Right. So I'm not like, okay, where'd you go to school at? Yeah. How did this start?
Martin Luther King, best high school in Riverside.
Be like, was it you selling candy really what got you in selling? Like, because same thing, like I feel like the same thing in our space, in the real estate space. It's like I've heard like every time you go to a panel talk or whatever, you're like, I don't care. Right, I've heard people answer that question a million times, and you guys are all just answering the same. Yeah. Show up every day. Awesome. Okay, great. When it gets really hard, what is it like? You know what I mean? Like when you don't want to go to work, or you're getting punched in the face every day, or a product line gets messed up.
Real questions. Yeah. Like let's stop going surface level. Let's go deep.
That's why I asked you, have you ever wanted to quit? Because it's like, was there a time where like you placed this order and it was all the money you had and it came out and it just, and everyone's like, you thought it was so dope, and everyone's kind of like, no one bought it, and you're like,
you
cool.
know, like
I got 150 shirts. No,
that's a great question. I think about the pandemic, like when we had to shut down the mall or the stores in the mall. That was scary.
Because we didn't know. Was it the unknown that was scary? You didn't know when you were going to come back, or
didn't know when we were going to come back. We placed orders on products. We're waiting. So we have all this money out, and we're waiting for the product to land. But the borders were shut down. I mean, it was ugly. But like I've said before, like I was willing to go back to selling stuff out the trunk of the car. Yeah. I mean, if I had to go back to BMW wash cars, like I was willing to do whatever I had to do to survive.
Like for us, 2022 was a brutal year for us. Like we lost a lot of money, and there was times where I was like, do I need to go work at night somewhere? Yeah. But I always said I would never work in Riverside or anywhere close to Riverside. I'd go to the desert or LA so no one saw me. Yeah, like as funny as that sounds, it was like, because it's such a brand thing that it was like, I don't want anyone to think that I'm not doing well. Yeah. That's why I think so hard with these day and age is like, you can't ever jump on camera now and be like, shit sucks right now. I'm struggling. Like,
oh no, yeah.
We lost so much money this year. Like I'm barely making it, because it's like the moment you put that out, it's like, oh, you're a failure.
But see, that's what sucks about society today. Like you always have to be, according to society, you always have to be at 10. You can't have like a down moment, and like there's no room for vulnerability, which is scary, because it's like, why are we living this fake reality? Like we should be able to show the good and the bad.
Exactly.
But
well, and the good and the bad would actually help more people out than just seeing the good.
Right.
Like I went and spoke to a room of realtors, and the first thing I said was like 87% of you guys will not be here at the end of the year, just so you know. And now 13%, 12 of you will do less than 5 deals. Yeah. So you got like one person in this room might make a living out of this job. And I walk off, and the people are like, why would you say that? I'm like, because they need to hear that. Yeah. They need to know what the truth is.
You got to keep it real.
You got to keep it real. You can't just be like, this is going to be great. It'd be like you being like, make a logo, put it on some hats. Yeah. And you'll have a place in the mall before you know it.
Yeah. And I see it all the time. Like I see a lot of people that get a store in the mall, and they think like, oh, because I'm here at the mall, we made it. And it's like, no. You got to put in the work. Yeah. Like if your neighbors don't know who you are, how do you expect people in the mall to know who you are?
Well, and especially because you're not in prime. Most people are not in the prime. They're on the outlets.
Yeah, and that was the thing too. Like when we first got in the mall, we're on the wing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most people are on the wing.
Struggle, but now we figured it out. You know, that was a big challenge for us.
It probably helps you that Nordstrom's got shut down. Because people, I would feel cut through that Nordstrom's a lot. Now the furniture store people don't cut through.
I mean, not having Nordstrom, like I feel like the mall is going through some changes and they're not good.
Clientele pick.
100%.
Who was that? We were talking about that. Where it's just like the people that would go spend money there.
Oh yeah.
They don't. It's just different now.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, because what happened was, and I saw it all the time. Like people would be driving through Riverside. Oh, there's a Nordstrom. Let me stop by. And then let's go walk around the mall. That's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And then you see this big rumor they're about to shut down like 150 Macy's. That might happen here at the Tyler Mall, so I don't.
And JCPenney's is dead. I don't even know how that place is still open. That place is dead.
Yeah, retail is definitely changing, but that's part of the game. Like you have to be able to pivot and have foresight when it comes to this business. You have to think beyond, and so we are already thinking beyond. So we're opening up our new store in Redlands. We're outside of a mall. We're in the heart of the city, and I think that's what retail needs. You have to go to where the people are at.
And it's not as big.
Yeah, and
I mean those
big
huge spots, like half the stuff in there you assume never sells.
Right.
You know,
right.
I think they just got so bloated.
Oh yeah. So there was a old GM of the Tyler Mall, and we would have these talks about what the mall needs, and he said it best: we need to bring service-based businesses to the mall. Because everyone's shopping online. Yeah. So if you bring a barbershop, a nail salon,
forces people to come.
Exactly. A gym, things like that, you'll bring the people out.
It's like, what is that? Why maybe that's why they did that at Moreno Valley. Moreno Valley has a gym.
Hey, I love Moreno Valley, but Moreno Valley,
it's tough.
They need more than that. Yeah.
The issue is that you're competing against everyone else.
Yep.
So like Eastville. Now you're at this cross point, like, do I go down to the Tyler?
Yep.
Or do I go up to Ontario Mills and Victoria Gardens? Like, I assume most people will go to Ontario.
Well, Victoria Gardens is dope. They just brought in Gold's Gym.
Oh, yeah.
They're starting to bring more service-based businesses to the mall. We need that at the Tyler, too.
Do you know, obviously Victoria was your first, and it's a lot smaller than Tyler, but do you see a difference in sales because of the size, or...
Yeah, so, I mean, we do better at Tyler because it's a bigger store, but Victoria Gardens offers, like, a different vibe. It offers that boutique.
Yeah.
We do put limited items there, so there's a different experience wherever you go.
For you, like, moving forward, do you feel like your marketing is more, you're trying to, like, just collab with a lot of people? Because influencing marketing is such a big thing now.
That is a big thing, but we have to be selective because we don't want to water down.
You don't want to water down brand.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, you want to be very selective. And I see other brands that collab, and that works for them, but we want to be very selective. And some brands do a lot of collabs, but they're very selective as well. So, we want to be very selective.
Is there anyone you're currently trying to work with right now? Athletes? No?
Athletes, we have a bunch of athletes from the Inland Empire, so we are always doing things with them. But in the grand scheme, our partnership with Yamava is very fruitful, so we're just focusing heavy on Yamava right now.
Are you trying to get to a point where you're trying to get out of the store day to day?
Yeah, so like I'm still a fan. Like I come to the store, I'm excited, and I enjoy being there because I'm able to connect with the people and just like, get different ideas.
Kind of keeps your hand on the pulse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's tough when you're just looking at spreadsheets.
Oh man, yeah. I worked in the office for 15 years. And so now when I'm able to like come into the store and every day is different, it's not the same. Like I live for that.
Do you remember the moment you finally quit your corporate job to go all in on One Love?
Yeah.
When was it?
Shoot, I was at Kaiser and the pandemic hit. And there was a point where like I can kind of like we were working remote. And I was just like, I'm cool. Like at that point, I was just being selfish with my time. Like, cause I could do both, but then I was just like, I'm out, no more.
How did that feel?
Like, amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, every day I wake up like.
Were you scared?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Yeah, I was scared because of course you're used to getting that
paycheck every other week.
Every other week.
Yeah.
Every other week.
Yeah.
Benefits, company parties. Like everything's taken care of, right? Now all that falls on me. It's crazy.
You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes
What's the most scared you've ever been since the brand started?
The most scared I have ever been, probably when we got our first cease and desist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From who?
Yeah, we got it from In-N-Out.
Oh, when you did the shirt?
The shirt and the hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that piece of paper in the mail, and I was just like, I'm about to lose everything. But it was cool. They just asked, like, they send the general.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it, they're throwing so many of those out.
Oh, of course.
Someone's just like, boom.
Yeah.
Boom. They don't even know who they're sending them to. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. But that was scary. But thanks to our team, our legal team, they helped us, and we're good.
Did you just shut everything down?
Oh, yeah. We got rid of it.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
Was that the first time you were like, oh, shit, I'm kind of a thing?
And I got to say thanks to Ted Stream.
Yeah.
My guy.
But did you realize you're like, oh, shit, like people see us now?
Yeah. Like
it almost like was like, oh, we're kind of on the map.
Yeah. After that, I was like, okay, we got to do it a little different now. Because, before, like, you just put things out, whatever, and you don't even realize, like, oh, we have such a reach. But now it's like, no, we have to be smart about what we do. Because if we piss off the wrong person,
I got sued once. I'm in a lawsuit right now, but like same thing happened. It was we did IE realtors with a dash, and like they were like, that's against the rules. We got sued, or we got like deceased and all this stuff. And what sucks is like we did all this branding, and then it's like, okay, we have to like redo it all again.
Yeah,
and it's like
that sucks.
You know what I mean? The money.
Yeah.
And then we had another name. And then we lost that one. We had to do a whole nother one. It's just part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Part of the game.
That's it.
Are you seeing, obviously you were talking about people shop online more. Are you guys more focused on line base? Or if you had to guess the percentage of sales in store online?
Yeah.
Do you know what would you be at right now?
I couldn't even tell you. But we do have a team that's dedicated to our online. I do believe online is the way to go. But when it comes to our stores, we offer an experience. Mm-hmm. And so we don't say customers, we say family members. And anyone can come at any time and feel at home.
Yeah.
Like that's something that we've worked on and we continue to try to improve. But that's what makes us different. Like we are really connected and vested with the community. But when it comes to our sales, online is definitely picking up. So a lot of people think we're just limited to the Inland Empire, but that's not true. So it's One Love Inland Empire or One Love in everything. So we're literally promoting a message of peace, love, and unity to the world.
Yeah.
And so it opens us up.
You ever thought about doing 2 websites?
I thought about that. So an IE for Inland Empire,
yeah.
But it still limits us because people will come onto the site and we can track them when they're on the site. And you'll see them buy like this IE branding because it might be their initials or they thought the logo looked cool. So we'll be limited. I mean, because it's just like you might be a particular football or baseball fan, but then you see this other baseball team came out with this dope hat, cool colorway. And you know what? I got some shoes that can match that. I'm going to go ahead and buy that.
Well, I've never said that. Because that's not who I am.
Okay.
But yes, my girlfriend does it all the time.
See? Okay.
I agree. Yeah. I've never matched my hat to my shoes. I'm that guy.
Okay. You're that guy.
100% of that guy. I don't even know how I made this far, to be honest. like if you look at my closet and Jessica's closet right next to each other, it's like wall of shoes and like blah blah. I'm just like black shirt, perfect. Let me throw some jeans on.
Shorts.
She'll be like, why do you always put, like, why did you leave those jeans on? I'm just going to wear them tomorrow. Don't worry.
Bro, you got to coordinate.
Bro. I've gotten this far, bro. It's happened, right?
It's part of the game.
I mean, I wore this shirt intentionally.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Happiest Hours.
But I know the hard part is I got, 3 podcasts today, so I brought an extra shirt.
You have to. Yep.
So people don't, because this is the thing I've learned. When I used to travel all the time, we used to wear blank shirts. Because you could wear the same blank gray, no one noticed. I wear this shirt one more time in a month. People are like, did you just wear that shirt?
Yeah. It's hard.
It's hard.
Social media, it's a gift to
dude,
the curse. It's hard. Dude.
I sometimes think I'll just sometimes get lazy and do like 3 in one day with the same shirt on. And it's like something that kind of pops. And I'm like, people are going to think like I only have one shirt.
Yeah, it's hard.
They're probably like, man, market's slow.
Bad times.
Bad time for him. He has one shirt. Do you know what I mean?
Bad. Yeah.
All of a sudden a GoFundMe starts for shirts. You know what I mean?
We got you, bro. We got you. Don't worry about that. We got you.
Do you only wear your stuff?
No, I wear other brands, but I mean, I'm always repping my own, but I wear other brands. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but it's okay. I only like people ask me like what brands I wear, and I'm like I don't.
But I will say this:
I don't really care.
90% of the time, I'm wearing jeans and they're Hudson denim.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I gotta rep the home
Dude.
team, Hudson. You gotta go Hudson,
dude.
baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
What made you make a watch?
I mean, a fan of the Rolex.
Yeah.
And it was just we can make cool stuff, so why not?
Do you ever get worried about how do you make your decision on what you like create next? Like obviously a watch is kind of like outside the ordinary.
Yeah.
You've done one pair of shoes. They're not in here, but I have one pair of shoes. Like
Yep.
what makes you decide like, hey, let's test the waters with this, and then do you do more of it if it does well, or you just like let's just do a one-off?
Yeah, but see, like I grew up in an era where fashion was unique and cool, and so I still try to breathe that same energy, that same air that I grew up breathing in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So in high school, LRG was big, Billionaire Boys Club was big, Supreme was big, and they were doing cool things then. And so I'm like, I want to do what they
Just
did.
a one-off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still doing a lot of one-off hats, like special editions?
Not so much, but we're gonna get back to that. So our one-off hats we do with Yamava. Yeah, but not so much in store.
Well, I just saw you do that King hat.
Oh yeah.
Did you sell that in store or no?
Nope, that was all for King.
Just for King?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. And we got some stuff for Ramona coming out.
Is that just a it's not a money play, it's just a play. It's just a move to do it.
It could be both. It just depends on what the need is of the school.
And that's the hard part about business. Not every move is financial.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
So you have to decide like,
yeah, I mean, we do our community toy drives every year.
yeah. Why are we never involved in that? We got to get in on that.
Yeah.
I'll donate a lot of toys.
Let's do it.
Who do you mentor? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a coach? Do you have someone that like?
Yeah, I got some mentors. Yeah.
In the fashion or
fashion, both. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the lights just turned on. I was like, God?
Like, what's going on?
God's here? Why? So, did you go out of your way to get them, or they just kind of organically happened, or?
It's a mix of both. You know, sometimes I go to trade shows, I might see an idol of mine, right? Like, hey, I remember you when I was in high school, or I read this magazine. Like, how can we connect? Or it could happen a little bit more organically, where just over the years, like, we've had this relationship and they've done a little bit more. Like, hey, how can I do this? You know, but I think it's important to have a circle of people that you can call on and, you know, just seek advice from.
Who's your favorite person you met because of the brand?
Damn, that's a dope question. My favorite person I met?
I would say famous, but F that. Who's your favorite person?
Dang.
And you only met them because of the brand?
Bro, that's a dope question. Shoot. I couldn't even. Dang. I've met a lot of dope people.
Not one person stands out to you?
There's so many.
I would say one of my favorite people I ever met in baseball is this guy named Steve Scarzoni. He was a manager for like 7 years. I had him like almost my whole career, and it's sad that I don't talk to him anymore. I used to see him like all the time during the season, to the point where like my last few years, like when we see each other, we would like give each other hugs, like.
Wow, that's dope.
Like it was like I knew his wife, I knew his kids, like because we talked to each other every year during the season, you know, and it was like we'd be working and be like, what movies have you been to? And like we'd be like, oh, the game's happening. Like, we'd be like, oh, what's going on? And then like it was crazy because then it was like his wife went through breast cancer, and it was like, how's your wife? Like,
I was able to connect,
right? Probably one of my favorite people I've ever met.
I can't say people, but 1 year, was it last year? We did an activation with people say Crypto Arena, but I still say Staples.
Yeah.
So Staples Center. So it was called Taste of Crypto, and so all the season ticket holders were invited to this special event at the Crypto Arena or Staples Center, and you had a chance to get a preview of all the foods that they would be offering throughout the year.
Oh, nice.
There was a Q&A with Robert Ory. And then you had this ticket. You can go into this gift shop, and then you were able to get a 1loveIE hat and other gifts.
Wow!
And that
how did that come together?
So one of my business partners, he got season tickets, and then through just conversation. It came up like, oh, this brand, you got to check out this brand. Oh my God, we like the brand. How can we get involved? What can we do? And then that's what happened. It was dope. It was dope.
Damn,
dope. I mean, it was dope.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people think we're limited to just the Inland Empire, but it's like, no, we had IE hats in LA at the crypto arena, and you had all these people. Like, one guy, for example, his suite cost $1 million.
Just $1 million.
It's outfitted with Gucci interior, this expensive chandelier. He got a hat. You know what I mean? It's just like our brand's everywhere. Yeah. So we're not just limited to the Inland Empire. It's the message: peace, love, and unity from one community to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It was dope.
$1 million.
$1 million suite. We got to get there one day.
We will.
You put up half, I'll put the other half.
Sure. What is? So you said business partners. How many business partners do you have?
3.
3.
Yeah.
They've been from day one, or have you brought them on?
Brought them on. Yeah.
So you gave equity in the company.
Got some equity, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was that a hard decision to make?
You know, this is my baby.
Yeah.
But over time, it just feels right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's fine.
But they're not. It's crazy to think, but like they're not. If you ask anyone, they would think it's only you.
Yeah, a lot because I'm front facing.
Yeah, they're not. They don't.
Yeah. But they like to play their.
Those are the guys I always meet. That I always see.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
How do I know them outside? I feel like I know them.
Probably
maybe
just through events and stuff
you
like
and stuff.
that.
Yeah. So what made you bring them on? You just needed the help, or?
I mean, at a certain point, like there's only so much you can do by yourself.
Yeah.
And we're just at that point now.
So there are 2 other guys.
2 other. Yep.
Are you guys 33% or no?
Nah, we didn't. Nah.
You didn't do it that way?
Nah, we didn't do it like that.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Shark Tank,
Yeah.
and if you gave up 66%, I'd be.
Peace.
I wouldn't have you on here anymore.
Yeah.
I would. Adrian would delete this thing. I wouldn't even go on.
Yeah.
I would be very upset at you.
Yeah. No, we didn't do that.
You ever thought about making another brand?
Oh, I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Because I love this. I love creating, doing something different, and it's a challenge, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
Finding out what works,
Absolutely.
what pops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool to do just like a lot of like sub brands inside of the brand.
Yeah, there's a concept for that. But yeah, it never stops. It never stops. We got to keep going, brother.
How do you balance all of this?
Every day I'm trying to figure that part out.
You still haven't figured that one out yet?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how it is as an entrepreneur. There isn't a traditional way of doing things. Every day you have to take the day head on. You know, you got to accept whatever comes. So
what's your biggest regret with the company or the brand?
Biggest regret?
And the reason I asked that question, I hope if someone's watching this, the reason I asked regret, because you've learned more through I know you've learned more from that decision than your wins. So for me, it's like the most value I could get is what you learn from the mistakes.
Yeah.
And people need to realize the mistakes is when you learn. Like 2022 was terrible. Yeah. Every day I woke up scared. But it's like I learned so much from that year that I'm like, oh, okay, that had to happen to be here.
Yeah.
So for you, like, what do you think that was?
Wow. That's a great question. Adam, you came with the heat today.
You know what? And I was lying earlier. I didn't prepare at all. This is all top. I swear to God, this is all top of my head.
I can't say I have any regrets because everything that I've done has gotten me to this point.
Yeah.
It was all worth it.
Then what was something that happened that you learned the most from?
I think just being prepared. Like when the pandemic hit, that was 2020, but we opened up our second store 2019.
I was only 19. I felt like it was longer than that.
Yeah, it was 19.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I think just being better prepared and having a plan. But I mean, then again, like who really had a plan
for that? Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I think we did the best we could have during that time, and we were able to make it through.
Yeah. Do you have big plans for Redlands? Like we've always talked about, because you've looked for a place down here in downtown Riverside. Are you planning on doing a lot of outside events and like
100%?
Yeah.
Like that's.
Do they have a lot of rules with that?
Nah.
No.
Just so we're like on a little block. We're gonna run that block. So Citrus and 9th. Like I can't wait.
When's opening day?
Sometime in May.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of fun in that spot.
How are you going to balance 3 shops now?
Easy. I
Yeah.
mean, we have an amazing team that helps run the other stores. We just got to find the right team that'll help run the Redland shop. Yeah.
Do you manage all like the ordering and everything?
Yep. Hands on.
What's something you wish you could give off to someone else?
I would say like the inventory, but that's just me. Like I like to be hands on in everything, but I think that's something I have to work on is just kind of like letting go, like trusting the process.
That someone's going to count every shirt you have?
Right.
Yeah.
But like I honestly, like regardless of which store, I know the inventory like the back of my hand. Like someone could say, "Hey, do we have this shirt?" Like, yeah, you should have been there. Or do we have this hat in 7.5? Yeah, we do. It's over there. Like I know what we have. I know the business.
How long did it take you to learn that?
But that was like I learned that since high school when I was selling candy.
Yeah.
You know, because so certain people were like, "Hey, I like Snickers, or I like Sour Belts, I like Sour Skittles. Do you have any more?" Like I know, like, oh yep, I got.
What made you start selling candy?
My mom.
She just told you?
She's
She's like, "You want some shoes?"
No, she got tired of me asking for allowance or
Right.
more, so she was like, "Okay, we'll help you start your own business."
Did King ever shut you down?
Nah.
They weren't worried that you were like the dealer.
I was the dealer. Like people would
I
text me.
didn't even think you had like books in your backpack. It was straight like straight just you're a walking ice cream man. You know
No,
what I mean?
I for sure had the books, but like remember like text messaging had just came out.
Yeah.
And so
I didn't get a
people would
phone until
text me.
junior year.
Dang,
T9,
really?
remember?
T9, yeah.
T9.
I had freshman year I had a pager, and then sophomore year I had a 3-way.
Did you have the flip?
Yep, I had the flip.
God,
The
that was-
sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick.
I had a
That thing was
sidekick.
so cool.
Yeah. But the sidekick came. No, you know who had the first sidekick at King?
Brandon.
Kevin Clarkson.
Oh, Kevin Clarkson had
Or
it?
Brandon.
I thought
Posney?
Posney had it.
Oh.
If I could think of anyone, I would just remember Posney
Posney
having
had
one.
one.
Just
Yeah. I remember Kevin Clarkson had one. Yeah. Good times, man. But my inventory, I learned the inventory because of that. Like, you just got to know. If you want to make the dollar, like, you have to know the needs of your customer.
Yeah.
You know? And that applies to everything.
What day-to-day stuff freaks you out the most?
Payroll
I hate
is a
payroll so
beast.
much.
Scheduling sucks. And I think customer service.
Like keeping people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like since you opened the first store to now, trying to find good employees is tough?
Oh, that's a struggle. That's a struggle because it's cool. You can put bodies in the store, but I need people to
Care.
Yeah. People that are going to go the extra mile and build that relationship with our family members. We don't say customers, our family members. Because, I mean, when you come into the store, when people connect with me, like the next time I see you, I know your family, I know your name, I know your favorite color.
Do you write that shit down or what?
Nah, I just love it. You know, like it's fun, man. It's fun. I mean, like there's a family that brings me cookies. She made zucchini bread, you know, like it's just like, or some families will bring me oranges. Like, hey, Justin, we had extra oranges from our orange groves. Like, here's some oranges for you. You know, it's like building a real relationship with our people, man. So it's dope.
I bet that's tough to find people to care that much.
Oh, 100%. Because people just want to check. Like, hey, I'm here for a check. It's like, nah, it has to go beyond that.
Yeah.
Because, and you could ask any of my team members, like, hey, I send out a text, hey, what are your goals for this year? What are your goals for the next 3 months? What is 1loveIE doing to help you achieve these goals? So if we're not helping you, this is not the place for you.
Yeah.
Because I want you to feel fulfilled.
Well, you have to realize it's just a stopping.
And that's
like you're
that's what I
just
tell
you're
them.
just here to stop for a little bit.
Yeah, this isn't a lifetime.
You ain't gonna work here forever.
No.
Let's hope not.
No, yeah. Like this is only to help you get to the next level of your life. Because a lot of them are in college, transition out of high school. So yeah, this is just a stepping stone. That's it.
I think some people struggle because they think the decision they make is gonna be forever. When it's
Yeah.
like it's okay to play that card for a year.
That's it. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just being like, I'm gonna go do this for a year, and it's just crazy to me how many people short sight it. They're like, I don't want to go work. Like, especially people are, I don't want to go work. Like, if I was anyone and I want to start my own brand, I would go like work for you and be like, hey,
I have
my goal
two
is to work
guys.
my brand.
Yep.
I'm here to learn as much as I can.
Yep. I have 2 guys that are doing that right now. And I tell them, ask me questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can get, redundant, but it's cool. Like, I remember when I was you, like, ask the questions. Let's help you figure this out. And then there might be a point where you're like, you know what? This isn't for me. Like, I want to do something else. I'm all for it. Let's help you figure out what it is that you want to do.
Because it might not be what you think it's going to be.
1,000%. Because, see, like, we make it look cool, right? We do the cool collaborations.
That's the reason I'm having you here, because I'm cool now.
This dude is crazy.
I'm cool now. It's official, Adrian.
Gosh.
I am finally cool. Bro. And if I would have matched my shirt to my shoes today, it's funny. I had some shoes that had a little orange in it. I'm like, I'm going to wear those.
Should have did that.
That I didn't want to ruin them. I was going to wear your shoes.
You should have worn them.
I've never worn them.
I play basketball.
They're still in the box.
Are they?
Still in the box. Collector item.
Yeah.
I'm never going to touch them.
We're going to be raffling off some more.
I'm like the guy that licks the bottom, They've never touched. They've never touched a foot ever.
Oh, man.
They've never even been on the ground.
It's precious. But I also got to say thank you to you, because when we first started, you were also instrumental in helping us do our backpack giveaways, the toy drive, stuff like that. So, yeah, man, thank you, man.
I tell people all the time, I should just be a janitor. Swear to God, I'm nothing special.
Yeah.
So if I'm and
I'm sure Roy will say the same thing, right?
Yeah, of course. Today I have my golf coach coming on. He went to King with us.
Who?
His name's Mike Drake. He's a year younger than us.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I started getting lessons with him 4 weeks ago, and I got him 5 people.
Wow.
And I just text him hey, so-and-so's going to hit you up for a lesson.
Dope,
So-and-so's going to hit you up for a lesson.
Dope.
I'm like, you should come on my podcast. Let's talk about your business, whatever,
Yeah.
He's like, why do you do that? I'm like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why would I not? Why would I not do, I'd have to physically stop myself to help you.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Why would I be oh, I know someone that does that, but I'm going to stop and not throw their name out there. That's stupid.
Yeah,
so it'd be I'm going to do a backpack drive, and I'm going to go buy stuff from someone else and not Justin.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
Yeah.
I just don't see that play. It's just dumb.
Yeah. I agree.
It's why I don't wear designer shit. I'd rather go to your shop, buy all One Love stuff. Hats. You're the only company hat I wear. I don't wear any other hat. I don't care about hats.
Him to say that.
No,
I didn't pay
I
him to
swear
say
to God, I don't care about any other hat. I wear your hats and Victoria Club hats, and I only wear those when I play golf.
That's where the bosses play.
Honestly, because it's if I'm gonna wear someone's hat, why would I wear anyone else's hat? Why would I wear a Nike hat? Why would I wear any other brand? Mm-hmm. What's the point? It's when I go to the gym. A few times I go now. I wear my company shirt.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna go to the gym and rock Nike? They don't pay me. It doesn't benefit me to wear those. I'd rather wear your stuff. Because how many people go dude, that's a dope hat. Where'd you get it? Dude, go online. Because it's always never around here. It's always when I'm on the road, in another state.
Yeah.
People, I'm go to this website, buy it here, blah, 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 blah.
No, it's cool, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's the only way to play, dude.
But a lot of people don't see it like that. But
I think because they don't do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've learned the more I give, the more I get back.
1,000%.
But more people think I'm just gonna
yeah. 1,000%.
I can only worry about myself. It's tough,
1,000%.
dude. It's tough. Yeah. When did it start clicking for you, or when did you start getting noticed? I swear you get an award every goddamn week now. I swear to God.
I'm not playing.
I swear to God.
I just got one on Saturday, but I don't do it for the awards.
I know, but it just seems
yeah.
You're more popular in the California awards than Taylor Swift at the Grammys, right? You just swear to God, every time I see a post on Instagram, it's Entrepreneur of the Year over here, or freaking Inland Empire blah blah blah, or Riverside something or other, and I'm like,
listen, man, I just do the work. And
do you have to buy a house off Alessandro Heights just so you have enough space for all your awards?
Hey, I am determined to get a house on in Alessandro Heights.
Alessandro Heights, you walk into Justin's house and it's just this is my Riverside Awards. These are my California State Awards room. This is my.
Just wait.
So when did that happen? And has it did it just
awards?
when did you start getting so much notice, dude?
I think social media.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've been getting awards for a while now, to be honest with you. But with social media,
It just looks like it.
it's been heightened.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've been getting awards.
What was the first? Do you remember the first award you got? Did you get one from the state of California?
I did.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
that was.
Thank
a
you
big
to
one.
Sabrina Cervantes. Yeah, that was Entrepreneur of the Year in the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, recognized by the state of California.
Damn.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Shit.
Yeah, heavy. Thank you.
I mean,
But it's not about the awards.
what's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
He's my new agent.
It's okay. Keep going. I told people came in to listen. Came in to listen. Here, Rich.
You're welcome.
You came in to listen.
You think this is all by accident, bro? Do you think this is by accident? I don't think so.
Oh man, this dude Adam. Adam, what's your middle name?
Leotto.
Lee Otto.
Leotto, 2 names. And the story behind that was
Adam
my
Leotto.
grandfather on my mom's side. He passed away before I was born.
Oh, okay.
And his name was Donald. And my parents were like, hell no, we're not maybe not.
Donald Donna,
Well, his name was Donald.
but your mom's name is Donna.
Donna, yes.
Okay.
So my parents were like, hell no, we're not naming our kid Donald. Like, right?
Yeah.
So his middle name was Lee. And then my dad's side, they all have the same middle name as Otto because that's my dad had it.
Oh,
My
okay.
grandfather had it because that was my great-grandfather's name who
Okay.
came over from Germany.
Wow. Okay.
So they're like, let's just put it together.
Leotto.
Leotto. So my
Okay.
brother's middle name is Leotto.
Really?
Yeah. So we have the same middle name. So the weird part is going to be like
When
if,
you have kids.
if me and Jessica have a kid together, he's going to be half Mexican. So it's gonna. She wants his name. What's her name? She wants like, I don't know. But it's gonna be like, your middle name's Leotto. That's a white person middle name. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about changing my name. You know what I mean? The worst
Okay.
part about my last name is it's spelt wrong. It doesn't have a T in it. So like I've had bosses shoot me emails for 6 months. I never received one because they spelled my last name wrong.
They added a T.
They added a T, and they're like, "Why have you never responded to an email?"
RZ.
Yeah, and they're like,
Schwartz.
Yeah, Swartz. Yeah, and it means black in German. So I had an uncle.
Schwartz means black?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Black History Month in Germany is Swartz Month. Swear to God. Swear to God. So, anyways, but my uncle was
Let's
a
celebrate that.
wannabe actor in Hollywood, so he changed his last name to Black because it was more like
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
easy to say and easy
Interesting.
to do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, well, I mean, it works.
I mean, he did one movie. You know what I mean? Good for him.
One is
Great
better
guy.
than none.
Hey, shooting for the dreams. You know what I mean?
That's it, yeah.
So if we're sitting here in another 5 years, where would the brand be to be a success for you? I mean, obviously it's already a success, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I definitely think international storefront within
Do you have
those
a
5
city?
years. If I could do France, that'd be great. That's
Really?
where the vision and the dream started.
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And just full throttle with the stores and airport. We'll have one in the airport.
Oh, in Ontario?
Yeah.
Oh,
within the
you
next 5
have
years.
to.
Yeah.
How's that not even?
Yeah.
They have so much real estate in there right
Yeah,
now.
we're in the works now, so that'll be next. And after that, probably leaning in heavier on our nonprofit side, focusing on heart health.
You ever? Oh, that your nonprofit is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How'd that start?
Well, my mom was born with a hole in her heart.
Okay.
And then when you look at statistics here in our region, heart disease, stroke, heart attack are the 3 leading causes of death
For everyone?
for everyone.
Oh.
So how can we minimize that?
So what do you guys do?
So we're still trying to put that together, but at some point have an initiative where we will, do projects that we can help educate our people
Yeah.
and help, put things together where people can work out together to help minimize those issues.
People just got to move more.
That's it. Move, groove.
You just got to move. Stop eating shit.
That's my downfall. I eat a lot of candy. I still eat candy.
My problem is when I go, I spiral. So I'm like,
we was at brunch. You saw, yeah.
I'm like, let me just double down. What's one day? You know what I mean? What's one day?
One day is not bad.
Let's just have a good time. Let's just have a good time.
Let's go back to Polka de Madre.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just, and not let me have to work afterwards, because then we could just turn up. You know what I mean? I love getting turned up, man.
What's your definition of turn up?
Honestly, nothing but, I'll tell you my favorite day. If I had this is my perfect day.
Okay.
Wake up,
Okay.
go play golf
Okay.
at the country club,
Okay.
come back,
Okay.
have a little lunch,
Okay.
A few cocktails.
Okay.
Boys start getting a little rowdy. Guys start talking trash about who could beat who. Someone throws some money on the table. We go back out.
See, I got to stop right there.
Yeah.
I wish the country club had a basketball court.
I'll throw one in there just for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll take out a tennis court. We don't need one more. They have enough tennis courts.
We need a basketball court.
Listen,
over
we'll
there,
just
man.
put. You know what we'll do? We'll bring one. Just put it in the
Oh,
parking
my
lot.
gosh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just freaking the drop
Okay.
out. You know?
Yeah.
We won't tell anyone.
That's it.
And then go back out.
Okay.
Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just
Okay.
enjoy talking trash to people. Come back, have some dinner, go home.
Boom.
Be in bed by 9:30. Easy.
And then run it back.
And run it back the next day.
Soon. 5 years we'll do that.
Simple.
That's it.
It's just one of those things where I'm just not a big go out club. I'd rather I hope you know this. I didn't tell you this, but like last Sunday, I enjoyed every minute of those 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like for me, and that's why I love the club so much. The conversations we were having, I'm having with like 6, 7 dudes that are in their 50s. All the questions I asked you today, I asked them, when did it start rolling?
Sure.
What mistakes did you use? How can I learn from you? Like,
Yeah.
and they have substance. It has substance. It's not just like, yo, the Lakers lost last night. I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't even watch.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I just strive for that now.
Yeah.
Let me just go have a conversation where when I leave, I took something out of it where it was enjoyable and not just surface level.
Yeah.
You know,
The club is
but just in
surface level,
general,
a facade.
it's just a general, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Just like having conversations with people that are actually doing it or have done it, and you can have a conversation where they understand you and you understand them.
But you see, they're saying like clubs are closing down. The dynamics have shifted now. This generation, everyone's on their phone.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like when we go somewhere, like, put your fucking phone down.
Yes.
Like, dude, I'm not on, like, I'm here to like chat with you. I'm not here to be like
Yeah.
having 3, 4 other conversations.
Yeah.
I have no reason for that. That's not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Be here.
Be present.
You know what I mean? Like, be in this moment. I just don't know if people have the ability to do it anymore. They get maybe nervous or... Because I know I do. Like, if I'm going to, like, somewhere, I hate talking to strangers. So if I'm at a networking event, I don't know anyone, like, of course I, like, pull out my phone.
It's a safety blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so when I'm at RCC, I do this exercise with my students where...
Oh, yeah. He's also a professor.
Where
Let's forgot to throw that one in there.
where we do this icebreaker challenge where you have to get out of your comfort zone. And so I force you to be uncomfortable.
Nice.
So you can get over it. Because that translates to business.
Oh, you have to.
You know?
You have
So,
to. If you can't go walk up to a stranger, like we always talk about in our world, like, if you think $5,000's a lot of money, then how am I supposed to go talk to a seller about giving up $5,000? If I can't throw in $1,000 because I think it's too much money, how am I going to ask someone else to throw in $5,000? So you have to just, like, money means nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, how do we get to the end goal? And if that costs someone $5,000, then that's what it costs. It's just part of doing business. Sorry about your luck. Like,
It's part of it.
you know, if I we had a scenario right now where we were going to have to put a client in an Airbnb. And I was like, okay, well, it's not the client's fault. It's not our fault, but I don't want
Somebody
them to
has
pay
to do
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
Someone is going to have to pay for it. Who pays for it? Well,
But that's going the extra mile.
because it's the long game. I'm going to be here in 5 years.
Yeah.
So when they resell that house in 5 years or whatever, they call
Adam.
me.
Yep.
You know?
You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. I'm in my bag, got my eyes on the price. You know I can waste no time, cause I gotta keep it tight. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me. Give me the bass, give me the beat. I'm in my bag, this round is on me.
But it's just that, but it's the ability, and I think you have this more than anyone else I know, that you don't even think. It's not like you're in your head, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to make this move because then I'm going to go partner up with these people. Like, it's just genuine. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
But you have to love what you do, and it's not always about the dollar. See, that's what's different. The first thought that comes to mind is not about the dollar.
You're not being like, okay, that shirt sold. I made $17 after it's all said and done.
Like we're gonna make it, right?
Yeah.
Like I've already confirmed that in my mind. We're going to make it. But while you're here with my staff, my team, let's build these relationships. Let's build this rapport, because that can open up the door to so many other opportunities.
Well, then that puts you on the bigger stage.
Yeah, like I wasn't there, but someone left a note. Hey, this gentleman has some property. He doesn't know what to do with it. I'm not a realtor. I don't know, but they trust me enough to say, hey, can you call him and give him some advice? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it goes beyond the shirts. It's a lot. It's a movement.
Dude, the things that people call me for now for my advice. Yeah. I always say, I'm like, I'm a real estate agent. It took me like 6 weeks to pass this course.
But they trust you.
Exactly.
It's about building the trust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that weight, how do you handle the weight? How do you handle having to be always J HUD?
Brother, I try to go to the gym and clear my mind every day.
Like, if I had to be in front of everyone like you do, no, Emily, no one buy my stuff.
But it's also about, I feel like I was called to do this. So as a kid growing up, the calling that was on my life was to be a pastor. And maybe when I get a little older, but I just don't see myself doing that. But I feel like in a different way, I'm able to take that energy and apply it in a different way to connect with people.
That's interesting. Yeah. I once heard a guy speak. He's written like 20 books. He's a pastor, whatever. And he has friends with a business guy, and the business guy's like, I wish I did what you did. And he goes like, you can't. And he goes, your job is to go make business and make people have jobs and make money for their families. Yeah. My job is to preach the gospel. Yeah. That's my job. God gave me this job to preach the gospel. Yeah. Your job is to sell this. Yeah. To then help more people.
Yeah. We all have our own gifts and talents that are unique to us. Yeah. And we have to, but see, that's the problem. Social media, you'll see someone like living their best life and you're like, oh, that's supposed to be me. I'm supposed to be. And it's like, everything is for you. Like, you have to do what's made for you. Not to say that you can't be the next whatever, but stop chasing after what was intended for someone else.
The hard part is now it's like, what is even real anymore?
Oh man, yeah.
I don't even know what's real anymore. Yeah. Like, I've had to like just totally check out. Yeah. So people always ask like, why don't you and your girl post a lot? I'm like, who am I posting for? Who?
That's a whole nother
to prove that we're happy?
Yep.
Why don't you just come to my house on a Sunday night and we're enjoying ourselves? Or why don't you look at my phone log, how many times we talk on the phone and how many times we text each other saying we miss each other? Like, what do you want me to do? Cute. Screenshot that, put it on my Instagram story?
Yeah. But see, the other side to that too, you have people who make money off of that.
That's the problem. Yeah. It's like, what is real? Yeah. What is not making money? Yeah. And that's the sad part is, so can we just go back to people posting what they had for lunch? You know what I mean? Like,
that was a thing,
dude. I love seeing what people had for lunch, dude. I was like, dude, that's delicious. I'm going there next.
That was a thing. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm old school because, again, I always reference back to high school. That era was so special because social media wasn't really there. Yeah. Technology wasn't as advanced, but it was more interpersonal communication.
You just connected with more people.
100%. Yeah. And then you remembered phone numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Or memorized phone numbers. Yeah. Like, oh, mom's numbers. Like, if I lost my phone or one of my phones, I'm done.
I know 3 numbers. My mom's.
911. My mom.
You're like 911, 411. Yeah. And 311? Why is 311? I'm not digging anything right now.
Do you remember calling 611?
I remember doing star 69 when people would call. Okay. And you call someone, you block your number, star 69 them.
Star 82.
Yeah,
good times.
You know nothing about this, bro. This is before your time. How old are you? 25. Oh my God, child. Yeah. You're a baby over there.
He was born 99?
Woo!
I think
we were in high school.
Nah, we were.
Yeah,
we were in 8th grade.
You were going at 8th? What's your birthday? January 23rd. Okay, so we were in 8th grade still.
Yeah, we were 8th grade.
Bro, we were going crazy at Amelia Earhart on the dance floor at the dances. You know what I mean?
And then you would clear the dance way and let someone do the worm.
Oh, the worm. That's when Backstreet Boys and the NSYNC was going hard.
But there's this Instagram account I follow. It's like 99 2000s, and like they literally like replay moments from like 99 to 2000, and it was like you saw like these people lining up at Best Buy to buy the first PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Commercials. Yeah. Like that it just takes you back, man.
dude.
Yeah.
I always wish they would do like every few years like a prom for people our age. Like,
Bro, let's do it.
dude, how funny would it be to like get all dressed up like
To go to our
prom, give your girl a flower, a corsage, get a limo for the night.
Do they still make limos?
Yeah, of course. Oh, now
But
they're like,
this generation is different.
no,
they
that's
take
what I'm saying.
Ubers.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get the bus, no Sprinter van, old school limos. I might buy one. We were talking about it yesterday because the kids are in the back and they all have their phones on. They're all doing all this stuff. And I bought them all. Me and Jessica bought them for Christmas, all headphones. They all somehow lost them already. I'm like, we're buying a limo.
Headphones or earbuds?
Earbuds.
Oh, okay.
We're like, we're going to put you in the back, put the window up, right? You
Oh,
can go
yeah.
buck-
Oh, yeah.
Just go crazy
Good
back there.
times.
And then when our 6-year-old or 15-year-old gets her license next year, we're going to make her drive it around. So we'll come pick you up.
Okay. I don't know. Let her have her license for 2 years.
Bro, she'll be fine.
Okay.
Don't trust her driving a Tesla, but she's fine. Parallel parking, not so sure.
Okay. See. Mm-mm.
We good, dude. We good. Dude, so we going to start a podcast or what are we doing here?
I think we should.
I should, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
I
cook
mean,
it up.
just another white boy for another white boy. You know what I mean?
This dude's crazy. This dude's crazy.
Man, you know what, dude? Like, I'm happy you waited to come on here. You weren't ready for this yet.
I wasn't ready.
You
but
weren't
when
ready.
I saw the mayor, I said, okay, I'm ready.
Who would think an old white woman, not old, sorry, middle-aged white woman would get you on here?
The mayor's
Dude,
legit.
and I'll tell you what, she was fire, dude.
She's
She's a G.
capital G.
Dude, like the things she was saying, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She's cool, man.
But that's the cool thing about Patricia or Mayor Queen P.
Queen Bee.
She gets it.
I can't call her that nickname yet. We're not on that level.
Nah, that's
I know,
that's-
100%.
Yeah. But she gets it.
You should have
know?
seen her eyes lit up when I mentioned your name.
Man, she's a great person.
I use your name all the time for people to think I'm cool.
This dude.
I swear. I just name drop
my
all the
God.
time. I wear your hat and then I say I know the owner. That's what I always say.
Oh my
I grew up
gosh.
with this kid.
Oh, it's funny. Like, it was dope. So, my boy who actually went to King with us, Eric Ethley, he has floor seats at the Crypto Arena. So he's on
course
the
he does.
floor. He's watching the game. It was Lakers and Clippers. And then there's 2 other guys I know who are actually sitting on the floor. One of them had a hat. So Eric sees him and was like, hey, I know Justin. Let me FaceTime him. So they're like on the floor of the game FaceTiming me. I'm like, even though I wasn't there, but I was like, oh, I'm cool now. I felt kind of cool.
I'll tell you this, and she would kill me if I told her this, but my stepdaughter thinks you're the coolest person alive.
Oh, bless her heart. The one that you came in with?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, do you think if I showed up without you, he'd remember me? I'm like, of course. I'm like, Jaylani, of course. You're the best. Of course you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's always like, oh, do you think your friend's here? And I'm like, let's go see.
But it's cool because, I go to the schools and I
Yeah.
speak. And it's so dope because, like, when I'm at the store, like, the kids will walk by and be like, Mom, that is him. No, Dad, no. I know that guy. And they're like, hey, do you know my daughter? I'm like, oh, yeah, what's up, girl? How you doing?
You're like, I swear I don't follow her. Don't worry.
yeah. I don't follow her social media. But, yeah, like, it's cool. But they respect me.
Yeah.
And they listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
So it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I'm going to end it up on that. Do you remember the first moment that it was like, oh, shit, people know who I am now? Like a random person.
Yeah.
Do you remember that moment?
Yeah, I was in like OC at an event, and a guy had a hat on at the bar, and then like I just the timing, and I'm like, oh man, like that's dope. Justin, like yeah, like oh, like it was just
he's like Anthony, Adrian, Justin.
yeah. But it's funny. Like I was in Target a few months back, and I seen that dude with a hat, and I said, yo, that hat's dope. And he just looked at me like,
Cool.
and just kept it pushing. And I was like, okay.
He's like, I bought it online. I don't even know.
yeah. Like, who are you?
You know what that was? You need to be humbled. You're probably
I
feeling
was-
high for yourself that day.
Nah. But my general thing is like, if I see you out and about, you're wearing a hat,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna send you a drink or
Of course,
get
you
you an
have to.
appetizer,
Yeah.
just to show my appreciation.
Yeah.
Got to reciprocate the love.
So next time Justin's somewhere, we're going to wearing hats so we get free dinner.
I hope we're at Burger King.
My guy.
Hey man,
Dude, it was a
thank you,
pleasure.
man.
Hey, make sure you go support him. Stop by the mall. Stop by
Come
Victoria
by.
Gardens, Redlands, mid-May.
Yamava, go to Yamava. Our exclusive collection is live in Yamava. And if you want to go see a good show, Yamava.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your IE handle again? What's the company IE?
The number 1, LOVEIE. And yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the time. Till next time, guys. Peace.